This is my classroom floor plan for my current third grade classroom. As I walk you through it, know that the drawing is not totally to scale, but that it works as a representation of the overall layout and emphasizes the important areas of my room. This first area that I want to point out is the carpet area. This area is used for the majority of my whole group instruction. Students come to the carpet with their notebooks when notes are being taken, and they sit here for read-alouds and other whole group teachings. This, along with the smartboard whiteboard combination that is on this wall, is where we learn about different subjects and interact with real-world examples to increase students' connections between school learning and the world they live in. The area is used when students share their work with the class, whether that be in writing, a science presentation, or some other subject. The carpet helps to create a whole group community that is inviting and open to every student to learn and share as a friend and as part of a classroom family. At the beginning of the year, this is where we will develop our class mission, and it will continue to be where we have family meetings throughout the year. The area where students spend the second greatest amount of time in my classroom is at their desk. The reason significant time is spent there is because the 5 groups that are created by the way their desks are arranged is the way that they will do all group work and student exploration. It is in these table groups that they will learn to interact and work together with people of different from them and that do not always have the same opinion. They will be encouraged to discuss ideas openly and honestly, but taught how to be respectful of others' opinions, whether they agree or disagree. These conversations and groups explorations will assist in creating a classroom community that is supportive of every individual. The next area that is important in my classroom is the small group work table. This table is significant because of how diverse the group of learners in my class are. Because of the needs of my class, most whole group lessons are done in mini lessons, and then students are dispersed in either small groups or as individuals to complete different tasks depending on the subject, while I, as a teacher, work with small groups of individuals based on academic skill level. This table and area is crucial to my teaching so that each student is learning in their zone of proximal development and feel confident in their academic ability level and empowered as a learner. These next 2 areas are significant because of the centers and individual work that students in the class will be completing while I, as a teacher, meet with small groups. The first is the class library and reading carpet. This area will be used as a reading nook for students to independent read or do individual assignments. There are pillows and fuzzy carpets here to help students feel comfortable because I believe that when they are comfortable, that is when they do their best work. The next section is the manipulatives area. This will have math and science manipulatives that students will be taught how to use throughout the year to assist in their learning. They will be left out at all times for students to use even when they are not required, so that if they think they need a tool to help them and there is one on the shelf they feel that can assist them, they can grab it to use it. This will help to make the students independent learners and aid in their discovery of new ideas during math and science exploration. Because they will be taught how to use manipulatives for assistance, they will be able to do work as an individual or as a small group when the teacher is working with small groups. The last area that is crucial to the students' learning and the learning environment created in my classroom is the writing table. That also serves as a small group work table when they are not doing the writing block. This table will be one of the areas that students are able to go write during the writing block, and it will also house all the writing materials that the students need to make them successful. During writing time, they will be able to move freely around the room to sit wherever they would like, as long as they are not being disrupted to the learning process. This will also be a table that is used for small group work or exploration. During math, this table serves as a small group table for the resource teacher that pulls in to assist with the 3 students in my class that receive math resources. By being able to have a space to work that isn't any one person in the class's space promotes a sharing environment that emphasizes the family community that is formed in the class. I often tell my class that their desk is like their room. No one can tell them what to do with it except for their mama, which in this case is me as their teacher. The other areas are like the living room, kitchen, and dining room. Everyone uses them, and so we have to share the space and the resources that are in them because they are not ours alone. This generally helps the students to understand how different areas of the classroom work and how they need to share with their peers. The next areas of the classroom are just spaces for me as a teacher to store different materials. The first is my desk, and this area is an area that I can see the whole classroom and I know what's going on in every nook and cranny of the room. The next is the cubbies and cabinets in the back of the room. The cubbies will be the places where students can have their individual book bags and their things that they bring from home. And it will also store their book baskets in an easy place so that they can go and grab them when they're doing individual reading. The last section is just a cabinet and storage space that will store different teacher and student materials that will be used throughout the year. This is my classroom, and once again, it's just a representation of some of the different areas that are significant to the learning environment in my room.